to all parents, teachers, and guests. My name is Ethan. Welcome to our Friday morning assembly. We hope you will make today the best day of your life. Please stand for the purification of the prayers.
We have a heart, please.
My name is Weston. I hope we show honor and respect to our country with our pledge of allegiance. Salute, pledge. Let us honor the great state of Oklahoma. Salute the flag.
My name is Ponca. Please join us in singing our patriotic song of the month. Hi, my name is Trenton. Sarah Woodlands grade. Together we do so because my name is Emily. Please join us in a minute of silence as we bless to pray to make today the best day of all. Thank you. My name is Lee, and what we need for today is beef tacos dipped with chicken parmesan, marinated sauce, basic Canadian salad, orchid, fresh veggies.
Good morning, Woodlands Wildcats. It is Friday, March 10th, 2019 at Woodlands Elementary School. Thank you, students, and Mrs. Lively's fourth grade class for leading us in our assembly parts this morning. We have several things going on in our assembly this morning. We're going to start with our Roar Award. So Mrs. Fisher is coming to help us with that.
Thank you. Good morning. Good morning, Mrs. Fisher. I have 3 today because we are catching up on our weeks that we had no assembly. So I have the last of our alphabet. I have Miss Wilbur, Miss Van Sant, and Miss Van Heusen. And they need some cheers this morning. Alphabetically first. Oh, you have one too. Oh, you do have one. And I need to go grab an extra one. Okay. Can someone go get us one? I'm sorry, I did not mean to leave you out. Here we go. Okay.
I had to write mine so I would not forget what I wanted to say. The individual that I chose for the Roar Award is someone who I've actually had the pleasure of knowing for quite some time. He is full of life and joy. He is kind, respectful, and a caring young man. He is an awesome friend and an awesome book buddy to one of my students. I have watched him read to him with fun accents and silly voices, and even makes an extra trip at the end of the day to come down and chat with him. Blake, you are an awesome kid. I love how fun, kind, and free-spirited you are. You are such a good example for your classmates and our younger students. And that's why I chose you as our Roar Award.
Good morning.
Good morning.
This was really hard. There are so many wonderful wildcats here at Woodlands. The person I chose is someone I've watched grow up since they rode the bus to Woodlands at Washington, the very first year of school. This person is a 4th grader who goes above and beyond to help others. I have seen this person stop in the middle of programs and lean over and help someone else find their place. I have seen this person get up in her classroom and help someone else when it was appropriate, do and understand what they were to be doing. It is my honor and pleasure to give the award this morning to Melody Derrick.
Okay, so I have watched this young man for the last 3 years, and he has not only grown academically in both reading and math, but he has shown that he is a great friend and is always following procedures every time I see him, and always smiles and says hi to me in the hall, very compassionate and understanding to everyone in the school. And so this morning, I would like to give the Roar Award to Ethan Stevens.
Like Miss Van Zandt said, this is hard because there's just so many wonderful kids. And so to do this, I have to think about the Wildcat Way, which stands for work ethic, improve, leadership, discipline, compete, attitude, and teamwork. And so I chose someone that exhibits these characteristics every day, and they've become just part of who she is, and it's Emerson McClaskey. Emerson puts in the effort and often does more than asked. She has improved so much this year, and her scores show it. She is a leader and sets a great example by following women's procedures everywhere she goes. She begins every assignment with the best attitude, but the thing I love most about her is her teamwork and just
Congratulations, you all. You're so deserving. And thank you, teachers, so much.
All right, congratulations to all of our Roar Award winners, and appreciate all of our students for all the awesome things that you do. This has been Teacher Appreciation Week, and students, you guys and your parents and PTA and area businesses have really spoiled our staff this week in all kinds of ways. And Mrs. Clark is here for the drawing that they've been doing every morning for one of our teachers.
Okay, it's our last drawing. Get a good one. All right, the winner this morning is Miss Casey.
This is an inspired time. Very good. Very good. So congratulations to Miss Casey. And we're going to let her get down here and get back to the sound booth for the next part of our assembly this morning. This morning we have, all of our classes have done their class-led assembly in the fall and in the spring. And so this morning, our presentation is a bit different, and Mr. Moorhead is in charge.
Good morning, guys. You know what this is about. We've been practicing on our hula hooping, and we had some surprisingly really good people that showed up as our champions in each class. And they're patiently, I hope patiently, waiting out there in the hallway for a chance to come in and have their contest. Now we're going to do this in two different groups. We're going to have primary, which is kindergarten, first and second. They will be in the first contest. And then after we find out the winner there, then we'll have the intermediate or third, fourth, and fifth grade champions have their contest. And then if it looks like the primary one can give them any kind of a challenge, we might let them go head to head, the champions against each other. But generally the intermediate champion is going to be quite a bit better just because they're older. So we'll see how that goes. We're getting ready to get started and have them come in. And when we get ready to get started, we can have a nice big cheer. And go ahead, Miss Casey. Guys, lay your extra hula-hoops off to the side, and you're just going to go like you did in class. Make sure you've got a big personal space so you're not bumping into anybody. Lay all the extra ones down. We have Miss Albie Nealis in, what's your last name? Come on out. Albie's going to step forward right up here, Albie. Jocelyn Hudson in our other kindergarten. In first grade, we have Jude Phillips and Lexi Miller. And in second grade, Melanie Parks and Riley Gilliland. Alright guys, look to your sides and make sure you've got room. If somebody needs to step a little further forward or further that way, it'd be great. Alright, the first round will be like we did in class for 2 minutes. If whoever's hula drops to the floor, they just sit down quietly until the round is over, and then they'll move back here and sit on the stage. Alright. Are you guys ready? Ready, 1, 2, go. Looks great so far. 5 more still going strong. You are 30 seconds into round 1. Way to go. We're approaching the halfway point of round 1. Round 2 will only be 1 minute long, and they'll each be adding 1 hula-hoop when we get to round 2. We have 1 minute to go in round 1.
Go, Lexi!
They look like they could go all day, don't they? Very good. Very good. Fifteen seconds to go in round 1. Hold your hula-hoop still. Each of them give a round of applause. All right, if you're still in, grab an extra hula-hoop and take your position on the floor. Go ahead and respace yourselves so you're ready to go for round 2. All right, the rules are that if they drop either of the hula-hoops, they have to sit down. This round is only 1 minute long. Ready, set, go! Good job, we're down to 3. Seconds in round 2. Jude with your winner. Congratulations, Jude Phillips. Good job, good job. Okay, guys, the primary winners. You guys, would you sit your hoops over here and come sit on the stage? And the intermediate kids can come out here and sit. All right, in the intermediate classes, we have Aubrey White. Come on out, Aubrey. And this is Anderson's class. And this is John Rowe's class. We're supposed to be Xander O'Brien, but he couldn't be here today, so Carter Moxley is standing in for him. In 4th grade, Mrs. Winterhalter's class, we have Marley Lieb. Mrs. McClellan's class, we have, who is it, Micah Phillips, because Rylan Rady couldn't be here. And our last 4th grader is Madison Miner. All right, in 5th grade, we have in Mr. Coleman's class, Meredith Level. And in Miss Nielsen's class, Skylar Kelly. Alright, I think because these guys being older, they probably only need 1 minute to do the first round. So we'll go ahead and just do the first round for 1 minute. If you guys would, Carter, if you'd scoot down this way just a little bit, give us a little bit more room. Meredith looked a little bit squished down there. Alright, are you ready? Get some of those hoops out of the way. Ready, get set, go! About 20 seconds left in this one. Stop. Everybody hold their hula hoop. Grab one more. Round two. Make sure you've got spacing again so we don't bump each other. Ready, get set, go! Some of them have some fans out there. Seconds to go in round two. And stop. Good job, guys. Round three coming up. Starting to get a little harder. Everybody take a couple of deep breaths and relax. Ready, round three. Ready, get set, go. All right, Gene, would you mind stepping out here? You finished with 2, right? And you finished with 4. Let's see if they. Let's start. You start at 4. You start at 2, and we'll see who can go the longest. Ready? Go. And stop. Each of you had another hula hoop. Each of you had another hula hoop. We're doing 30-second rounds now. 30-second rounds. We're going to get that positioning just right. Ready, go! Count for it to see how long she can last. Ready? Go! Would all my contestants come out? Give them another big cheer, guys. That was awesome. They did a really great job. You know how hard it is to get in class. Imagine having to be in front of all you guys and trying to do this. You guys did an awesome job. If you guys would just go ahead and walk back to your classes, I really appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Alright, voices are on. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. I need for Mrs. Winterhalter and Mrs. McClellan to come up here. They are in charge of our AR celebrations throughout the year this year. And if you have met your AR goal for this year, for the spring, would you please stand up? That is impressive. I haven't added them all up yet. We've got a lot of our students. All right, you guys can have a seat and turn your voices back on. Woodlands. So Mrs. Winterhalter and Mrs. McClellan are going to help us find out what the celebration is on Monday afternoon.
Okay, we didn't want to make this too easy, so we're going to give you some clues and you have to guess what the celebration is. So I need a volunteer to choose one of these numbers right here. Four. Miss Casey, would you delete 4? And behind these numbers is a picture that gives us clues as to what the celebration is. Delete the whole box.
Oh, sorry.
Anybody know what this picture of? Is it cards?
Just go ahead and leave the whole thing.
Pushed it down here.
I did.
Oh,
There it goes.
there it is. Cards. Pushed it down here. Okay, one more. Maybe one. Maybe another one. Delete 1.
And so, yes, we do have a magician coming for our AR celebration on Monday afternoon. And after the
Okay, guys.
Woodlands. Is a magician coming for our AR celebration on Monday afternoon. After that, classes will, the AR winners will, AR students will be going a class at a time to the cafeteria to do an activity to make a magic trick or something, I don't know. So you'll have fun with that. So that's going to be awesome on Monday afternoon. All right, we have one more quick celebration before we do the announcements and class awards and get out of here. I know we've got a lot going on this morning. We have a staff birthday that we're celebrating today, and so we need Mrs. Bales to come out here, please. She's one of our 8 staff members that have a birthday over the summer. Her birthday is June 14th. And so she gets a birthday blow out and tiara. And then later today, I'll be getting her her favorite Sonic ring. All right, she chose a multicolored boa. And as soon as she gets her tiara, we'll do our song. All right. All right, are you all ready to do our birthday song? Ready, go! Happy birthday, a little bit early, Mrs. Bells. Okay, a few quick announcements and then class awards, and we're going to get out of here. If you have not taken your STAR reading and math test yet this week, you will be doing that today. Right after assembly this morning, our 2nd and 3rd graders are going to do another performance of their Kid Flick show. But other classes are just go back to the classroom. We're doing this for the video because we kind of messed up one the other night. And so they're going to be doing that for the video right after assembly this morning. Yesterday, when the Pohai Steppers and Drumline came, I was so proud of our Woodlands Wildcats. You all acted so nicely in the halls. You did exactly what you were asked to do, lined up right up against the wall so there was plenty of room. You cheered, you sang along with the fight song that they were playing. You all really did an amazing job. Give yourself a pat on the back. I really appreciate your work on that. Later this morning, we have another March the Halls, and it is Pohai graduates, students that are graduating, and the students that will be marching the halls today, they'll be in their caps and gowns all ready for graduation, and the high school graduates, they're marching at the schools that they attended as elementary school students. And so the students that are coming here today, they're doing trout and Woodlands with that group, and so the students, about half the students that come down those halls today used to come to this school here, and they were Woodlands Eagles back when we were the Eagles, and so they know all about Woodlands and how things work, and they're very proud to be a part of Woodlands. And so teachers, again, just like yesterday, we don't really know what time. I'll announce it when they call me and let me know that they are on their way, and we'll do the same thing that we did yesterday, so the exact same procedures today. This afternoon is our last wild card cart and last wild card rewards of the year. The wild card cart is going to start around a little bit early today. It's going to start around about 1:45. This is your last day. This is your last time this year to be able to spin those cards. And then on Monday morning in assembly, Equity Bank has drawings. We're going to be drawing, I think, for 4 students for $25 gift cards. I think Walmart from the wild cards, and so we'll be doing that on Monday morning. All right, we have the sparkling dustpan to give a work. David, you get the sparkling dustpan. Remember, we don't have wildcats in the loop this week, so teachers choose a student to come get the awards, and the sparkling dustpan goes to this class that does the best job keeping their class sparkling and clean. And this week, it goes to Mrs. Bales in the library. First day, Mrs. Bales, our sparkling dustpan celebration. All right, the golden tray. We don't have the golden tray, so if you've got the golden tray, we'll need to get it to this class. And so the golden tray goes to the class that does the best job following all of our cafeteria procedures, and that goes to Mr. Coleman's 5th grade class. We'll get the golden tray to you, so whoever has that, if you'll get that to Mr. Coleman's class, let's give them our celebration. Ready, go! And it's time to count up spirit shirts, red shirts, baby blue shirts, wildcat shirt, baby Woodlands shirt. All right, if your class has 50% or more participation, would you please stand? If you have 60% or more, would you please stay standing? 70% or more, stay standing. 80% or more, stay standing. 90% or more, stay standing. 91%. 92%. 93%. 94%. 95%. 96%. We lost two. Miss Magnus's class, the only class. Yeah, 100. All right, and 100%. So